All right, what is up, guys? Um, this video will be about the platforms needed to begin trading. It won't be about the education behind, how to actually trade, how to how to analyze charts. This is more for those people who want to get into trading, want to start trading, but don't really know how to or where to even start, what platforms um or apps they need to really begin. So to start, you need a broker, and the broker that I like to use, or the actual broker that I have been using for a while now, I like it because the leverage is 1 to 500, $10 minimum deposit. They have a wide variety of pairs you can trade. So they have their currencies, the stocks, and cryptos. 33 cryptos. I need to look into those because I haven't. I'm kind of interested in trading cryptos, but um, yeah, this is the broker, and really, what it asks for. Open a live account. It doesn't ask for a lot of information. I've been with them for a while now. They don't. I don't. I've never had any problems withdrawing or depositing money. Um, So you open an account with these guys if you want, or you can find your own broker, your own preference. There's many brokers out there. This is just the one that I use, and I may not be using it all the time or forever. I may switch to a different broker. It really just depends. But for now, this works for me. But now moving on to the next one. So you need a broker, and you need once you've signed up with this broker, you sign up with this platform, um, and it's called MetaTrader 4, and it's actually right here. You won't be able to see that. MetaTrader 4, and you can download it on the App Store. And once you download it on the App Store, it you go ahead and you log in with the credentials that this gives you, or you create pretty much. Um, So you make a live you open a live account with this broker, and then you log in to that account through MetaTrader 4. And once you do that, you're pretty much set up. I'll see if I can link a video or um post a video on here showing you exactly, like, of my phone, exactly how to do it. I'm not too great with the edits and video stuff yet, so just bear with me. But the next thing you need is TradingView. I like to use TradingView. I don't know of any other platform that's as good as TradingView. Everybody I know uses TradingView. Um, some people use Thinkorswim, but that's more for stocks. Some people have used them for trading like US 30 and stuff like that. But I don't know. I like TradingView. It's what I've used this like my entire trading career. Um, Oh, and that was the homepage. When you go to tradingview.com, this is the homepage. You will need to make an account. You can start a free trial, or you can go ahead and sign up with them. Um, and this is the homepage. There's like ideas on what other people think is going to happen in the market, and they do their explanation and their own education. I don't ever actually go into these and check out what people are talking about, um, just because I have before, and it's just never turned out well for me because I've always lost money, and I just trust my own analysis at this point. So when you get to this homepage, um, you go to the charts. So it has like a launch chart, or you can click here, trade, other brokers it recommends, the market, different cryptos, currencies, indices, community, pretty much all those options. I just go straight into chart, and it'll take me to, not this one specifically. It doesn't always take you to US 30. If you do want to trade the same pair that I'm trading, and use my tactics or my strategies on for yourself, then this is literally the only pair that I really do trade. Um, so in order to find this, you click the search symbol, and you go ahead and you type US 30, and it pops up right here, US 30, USD, US Wall Street 30, Owanda. That's the one that I like to use. I've tried using other ones, and there's just too many gaps. So this one's the one with the least amount of gaps, and it just it aligns it aligns kind of well with my MetaTrader 4 um, app. So I like to use this. The numbers are sometimes off by like 50 pips, but it's almost like the whole chart is shifted up or shifted down. So it's the same movements, but you just kind of have to adjust it on the MetaTrader 4 when you do place a trade. So this is the chart, and you will need to know how to use this in order to analyze. So far at this point, you have your broker, which you've made your account with. You have MetaTrader 4, which you've installed on your phone and have logged in onto into your broker account through MetaTrader 4. So now that you have this, you've signed up with TradingView. Now you can go ahead and get started, and you're pretty much set up to go ahead and start placing trades. Now you have all the softwares you need, and you can go ahead and start learning how to use those softwares. So this is TradingView. This is where you're going to spend a lot of your time, a lot of your time analyzing, testing strategies, figuring out what works for you, what doesn't, learning how the market works pretty much. This is where you're going to spend the majority of your time. MetaTrader 4 is really just to place your trade. And the broker, once you've signed up with the broker and signed up, the broker is used to deposit money into your broker's account. So it can, and in your broker account, there's like different settings. You can transfer it into your actual live account. So whenever you deposit money into your broker account and transfer it into your live account, it'll show up on your MetaTrader 4 app where you can actually place trades and trade money. And this app is actually separate from those platforms. This app is for analyzing, and so you can predict what is actually going to happen in the future or in your trades. So you can do your analysis, and you can place your trade on MetaTrader 4. And that's how this actually works together. So when you come here, I'll just give you guys a little review on how to use this, how you're going to want to use this this platform, this website. So basically, once you have this, you're on this chart, you're going to want to right click and add US 30 to watch list. Oh, okay. You need an account. This is not on an actual account. This is on I signed out, and just to show you guys what you're going to be seeing on when you make an account and you're on, your page. But you're going to want to right click and click add to watch list, and that'll actually bring it onto this watch list on the right hand side. And as you can see here, it's probably already on here. Oh, it's not. So it'll actually come up here, and I go ahead and just click all these out because it's unnecessary. It's just a bunch of like pairs that you're not going to be watching. And then you can only have US 30 here, and other pairs if you're looking into analyzing other pairs like gold, S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and so on. So once you're here and you've added, US 30 to your watch list, you're just slowly setting yourself up so everything becomes easier in the future. So I have a favorites bar right here. This is my favorites bar. This is pretty much everything I'm going to use when I'm analyzing. I'll be using horizontal rays. I'll be using horizontal lines all across. I'll be using trend lines, um, rectangles to mark support resistance. Uh, this is fibs. I'm not a big fan of fibs. I've used it before, but I don't really use it anymore. And that's not like that's a fibs that hasn't been modified. If you do want a modified fibs, I'll go ahead and show you guys um, how to modify your fibs. But with my strategies, I don't really use them, but I'll go ahead and do that for you guys if you do want it. There's the long position or the short position, which means shorts are sells. So when it's a short position, you're pretty much selling. Um, so there's the short positions you'll use and the long positions. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys how to um, how to get these on your favorites bar. So you're going to go over here on the left hand side, and you're going to click this little arrow, and it'll bring up a bunch of a huge list of tools you can use. And there's this trend line, and you're gonna want to favorite it. As you can see over here, when I click it, unstar it, it comes off of this bar. When I start it, it adds it. So same with these, it adds and takes off. So that's what you're gonna want to do. I use trend line, horizontal ray, and I use the arrow. Um, Also, if you want, go ahead. Fibs is right here on this next bottom one. And the shapes, I use rectangles and the circle. Um, and then there's also text if you want to add text. I don't really do that. I'll go ahead and add it right now. Right here is the long position and your short position. Same thing here, just star them, do your little toolbar. You know, it's a lot easier than having to go over here and find it every time. It's just grab it on the toolbar. All right, so this same thing is just, I don't know. I don't use all that, these icons. But this tool right here, it looks like a ruler. It actually measures, um, it says 7 hours, 6 bars. That's what it's outlining. And the distance from here to here is 261 pips. And that's what this measuring tool is. It helps you measure. So like, let's say I wanted to measure this from here down to, let's say here, it was 231 pips over a 1 day, 22-hour period, and it's 44 bars on this 1 hour time frame. So that's a useful tool to use. There's this magnet, and you can use this weak magnet or a strong magnet. I like to use a strong magnet because it puts my cursor right onto the top of the wicks easily. I don't have to go manually like get it on there perfectly. It automatically just places it on there for me. So I can go ahead and measure from, I know exactly at the top of the wick to this bottom wick easily without having to actually make sure it's really on there. Um, so there's that. So there's the toolbars you use. Also, what you're gonna want to use is over here, your time frames. What time frames your analysis? Um, it's super important what time frames you're doing your analysis on. You cannot just go on the 1 minute and trade off of the 1 minute without looking at the 4 hour or 1 hour or 30 minute. You're gonna use all time frames simultaneously to come up with um with a trade that would just with basically just a trade. So on here, you're gonna want to also start to make everything easier. You're not coming up here clicking every time. Um, I'm pretty much just giving you my setup so you guys can go ahead and start trading and making things easily accessible the way I do. So here's this. I don't use the month. Well, actually, let me click it because here's my setup. Oh no, it logged me out. All right. Okay. So I'll rarely look at the month, but we'll go ahead and add it because it is good to. Okay, so we'll start from the month and we'll go down weekly, daily, 4 hour. You're gonna want the 3 hour. You're gonna want the 2 hour, the 1 hour. I'll go down. So the month, it shows you the overall momentum where price is going. The weekly also gives you the overall momentum, just on like a little bit more information. Sometimes there'll be other pullbacks. Um, the daily, you can use the daily to also use track where momentum is going. If you see a green candle or a candle that's a bullish candle, it means price is really, pushing up. So the 4 hour, I like to use the 4 hour to do some analysis. Um, it's reliable. On the longer time frame, like sometimes like a 8 hour period, I'll be able to I don't want to say predict, but it is kind of predicting. I'll be able to predict what's going to happen in an 8 hour, 12 hour period using the 4 hour chart. So there's that. And then the 3 hours, same thing. It kind of goes down. The lower the time frame, the further out you can see. So if I can predict a 12-hour time frame, a 12-hour trade with the 4 hour, and I go down to the 1 hour, I could probably predict maybe a 5 hour, what is going to happen in the next 5 hours with the 1 hour. Um, so that's how it works. Whenever you're going on the lower time frames, you can kind of just predict what's going to happen in that certain time. So 45-minute is a good chart to use. The 30-minute is a really good chart. So my favorite charts are my favorite time frames are the 4 hour, 3 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, 45-minute, 30-minute. That's where I do my analysis, my main analysis. Once I get to the 15-minute, that's when I'll go ahead and start figuring out where I'll get in. And that goes with the 15, 5, 3 minute, and 1 minute. I'll go ahead and use those to uh, figure out exactly where I'm going to get in, when I'll get in, when I see certain setups. And I don't use the seconds at all. I think you need to be upgraded to a certain plan to use those, and I'm not upgraded to that. So now that we favorited everything, we have everything set up here. So easily accessible. You can go to the 4 hour just as easily as you can go to the 15-minute, and you don't have to scroll through the list and figure out what's going to happen. All right. So now that there's that, I don't use this RSI down here, I believe, or this volume. So here's your indicators. I go ahead and take that off. And now you're closer to getting set up. So there's that. And to modify your chart, my chart looks like this. It's a gray background because it's just easier at night whenever I'm trading. Like it's not that white screen just, hitting my eyes. It's like a little bit a softer tone, so it's not like so crazy. Um, so if you want to edit all these settings right here, you're going to want to go to settings. And right here, you can do a black border, the wicks also black, just to make everything easier. Easier to see is what I'm saying. You can go to appearance, solid, gradient for the background. You could do that gray that I do. You could even do yellow, orange, whatever. Like it's personal preference, whatever you want. I like that gray. This just makes everything easier to see. You could take the grid lines off, so you don't have any grid lines. See if I have grid lines. I don't have grid lines. Session breaks, scales, crosshair on your cursor. The watermark, I do actually like the watermark, and that's the US 30 in the background. Um, so there's just a bunch of settings on here you can adjust. I don't know what that is. All right. And press OK. And that's really it. Like now that you're set up here, you can start doing, once you've like adjusted your settings and everything, how you want it to be adjusted, and you like what you're looking at, um, then then you know it just makes it better, makes trading better when you can, you know, when you like what you're looking at and you can be on the charts for a long time because you're not, you know, you're not straining your eyes or whatever. So that's basically my whole setup. Um, and I hope I'm not missing anything. I think that's everything you need to know to really get set up. Again, I'm gonna say it again. Um, you need your broker. You need to sign up with a broker. You need to log in. You need to download the app MetaTrader 4. And once you have your broker information, you can sign into your trading account on MetaTrader 4. And then you're gonna need uh, this website, which is TradingView, and you're gonna need to make an account with them. And once you're there, you now you know how to go ahead and get on that US 30 and how to modify all your settings to go ahead and get started trading. And again, I would drop more videos on education and exactly how to apply, how to do an analysis and what explaining exactly what you're looking at. But this video was just to show the trading platforms that I use. So you guys can go ahead and, you know, use whatever you want from this and take this video and, you know, use it in your life. So, or in your trading. All right. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.